Joseph O'Neill was an Irish novelist and educator. He was born in 1886 in Tuam and became a secretary in the Department of Education in the Irish Free State. In 1908 he married Mary Davenport O'Neill. He died in 1953. None of his novels are well known. The only one some are remembered is his 1935 Land Under England, which Karl Edward Wagner put on his list of best horror novels. Anthony Julian recounts how his father had been obsessed with the old Roman wall, and how he kept always searching for a hidden trapdoor that was said to open when the Julian pond dried out. The reason is an old family tradition, a call in the Julian Blood, to search for an entrance to a subterranean world. Some of the old Julians who had gone down in search of it returned bearing tales of a strange underworld where they were near enslaved. However, a century and a half ago, the maps that were made by these ancient Julians were lost, when one of Anthony's grandsires went down himself during the time of Napoleon. Then the Great War happens and Anthony's father is sent to fight the Germans in France, an echo of his Roman ancestors fighting to save Roman Gaulia from the invading barbarians. He comes back changed, and is so weird and moody he neglects his wife and son, even though Anthony had such a good relationship with him before. His obsession is now a mania, and one day he disappears. Anthony goes to work in the factories run by his mother's family as an engineer, but he still frequently goes back home and to the wall. Then one day, while walking along the wall, he falls through a hole in the earth. He finds himself in a cavern with crude stone-carved Roman altars. As he wanders down the mountain, he finds himself pursued by giant toads and weird two-bodied creatures with lassos for arms, until he finally runs across men. But they are all stunted and don't speak. He is taken by a boat to a city, which consists of only bushes and no buildings. There he is brought before a master of knowledge, and is told that all the people had their individuality removed, and became automatons working for the good of the Roman state. There are no emotions, no desires, aside from a need to perform the tasks set for them by the state, as it was the only way to survive in the darkness, where their fathers had run off to when the barbarians had invaded Britain. He is then told his father no longer exists, as he had been absorbed and became one of them. Anthony refuses to be absorbed himself and is set wandering around the wilderness through the reptile-infested marshes and swamps, trying to find a way out. Then he is taken back and brought before the man who used to be his father, but now is one of their servants and hates him as he hates everything that is not the Roman state. Anthony is left to go after they try to invade his mind and fail, but his father pursues him, bent on taking him back and stealing his engineering knowledge, to overrun the upper world and subdue it. Anthony being spared the need to kill his own father when the lassoing things drain all his blood. The chief problem of the novel is the repetition, as the narrator periodically repeats his musings on whether he will find his father, whether he will escape, that something else had taken over his father's body, that he can kill him but he can't, but he can, but he can't, etc. The bareness of the underground and the fact all the people he sees are unfeeling automatons also means there are no interesting characters or anything notable about the society he finds. The fact everyone just hides behind bushes also means there is no interesting imagery. It is a shame because the initial mystery about the ancient family records was very promising.